So all of the adults are getting together at Mary's living room conference table, and therapist Nancy is there, and they are going to hash out what happened with the catfish. Therapist Nancy just said that she knew Mary had plans to talk to the family when they were in Alaska, which makes me think therapist Nancy already knew about everything. Mary just said that she basically chickened out of telling everyone at that dinner because she didn't want the trip to end on a horrible note. And while I get that, all of her vague, don't be surprised if I'm just not here, like, I'm sure that was not calming the waters at all either. Probably just made everyone even more confused. I wonder how much time passed between where they're having this conversation now and the Alaska trip. Robin just said that she's been at war with herself for the past however many months trying to figure out if Mary was really having an affair. So this is what I'm hearing. Tell me if you guys think that you're hearing this. It sounds like Robin basically just admitted on camera that she knew about the catfishing and the relationship long before Mary ever told her. Are you picking up that vibe?
If this conversation that they're having right now at the house takes place a week after they got back from Alaska,
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
If this conversation is taking place 6 months after Alaska,
Mary was basically telling me that she was being
no, because Mary could have filled her in.
Gotcha. Okay, you know what? Actually, I know how we can figure this out. Ariella, she's born in January, right? They are at most 4 months after. Robin was already pregnant with Ari at that point. She's still pregnant right now. They're talking about having her like final appointments and everything and getting close to her due date. So this has to be January. I don't know, Pam, thanks for coming. So that is what? Say September, October, November, December, January. This is only an additional 4 months. So if Robin knew 6 to 8 months, then that puts Robin knowing what's going on July, maybe even May.
I'll give you that timeline.
Yeah. It's interesting that Cody just said that Mary's nuances were that she was screaming out that she was trapped. This is the last time Cody gives her any kind of grace for anything.
I don't know, is everybody feeling the Ishmael right now?
I don't know if anyone has watched Kingpin, but that is the reference that he is throwing out all the time about Cody's hair, is that he looks like the Amish guy from that movie. Mary was definitely starved for attention, and I feel like it only got worse once the legal divorce happened, because then he just didn't really spend any time with her anymore. If Kendra's timeline is to be believed, and I guess that's what you have to, the only thing we really have to go on, is that the catfish didn't happen until after the legal divorce and after they got married, because Kendra said that she brought the catfish to the family as a investor, I guess, for my sister wife's closets. So that's how Mary supposedly met him. It's interesting that Mary doesn't say, Cody, you've never threatened me. She says, you've never threatened me the way these people threatened me. And I feel like that's two very different
Yes, that was
comments.
two very different things.
Yeah. This just breaks my heart. Like, Mary's talking about how scared she was and thinking that the catfish had, like, bugged her house. And this is what makes me think that Robin had something to do with it, because why did this catfish know enough about Mary's daily life to be able to freak her out like this without somebody in that cul-de-sac close to Mary feeding them information? I think she probably does have PTSD over this whole thing. Mary just said that the catfisher was talking about religious stuff with her and was kind of like prompting her to re-engage with her connection to God.
Yes, if you know somebody was religious and they were having doubts, get back in their good graces and push them towards something that is going to give them strength.
Yeah, it's a control factor, and I think that's probably pretty spot on. Christine just said that she thought that they were a tighter, the adults were a tighter unit than would be possible if a catfish could get in there, and I don't believe that. I think that they all led such separate lives that it is not surprising to me at all that Mary in that big old house all by herself fell victim to somebody just paying attention to her.
Yeah.
Cody's whining that the catfish was more important to Mary than he was, and maybe that wouldn't have been the case if you hadn't abandoned her, I'm just saying. Cody said that he feels like Mary didn't want out of the family, like she just wanted out of the relationship with him, and I mean, who could blame her, frankly? Mary has said she's writing a book. This book could literally just be all of the endless pages of lists that Cody has given her to get back in good graces over the year, and bestseller. I would buy that with a quickness. Damn straight, Mary. She just said that She was angry at Cody for not being there for her, because if they had taken better care of their relationship, i.e. if Cody had been around, she would not have been able to fall prey to something like this. And most of the time I'm not going to side with the cheater, but I'm going to side with the cheater on this one. It's interesting how terrified Mary is, and I wonder what the catfisher was threatening Mary with. Has that ever been revealed? Because she's clearly terrified, and she's saying she doesn't know what this person can do, and I'm wondering if Mary didn't reveal things about the family structure and whatnot that could have been detrimental. That's always bothered me about the catfish. Mary saying on and on and on, like, I didn't have an affair, I didn't have an affair. Like, I think we all understand why she had this affair. And I think that people would be a lot more on her side if she just said that, yeah, it was an emotional affair, and this is why. So what'd you think of this episode, babe? That was the end of it.
It was long. It should have been 2 episodes.
It should have been 2 episodes. I agree with you on that one. I think this is the first time you've given me an answer other than, that's okay.
No, I've given you good before.
You've given me good before?
Yeah, like twice.
With the anthropology student episodes. Those were the 2 episodes that he liked. I'm not sure if long is better than okay or not. It's terrible. Terrible. All right, guys. Well, we've probably kept you long enough. This was a hell of a long episode, but thanks so much for coming, and we will see you guys in the next live next Monday.